Hello, true art believers. This is Pierson here. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. So, today it is Saturday. I am doing a live art stream, and we're going to be doing cactus drawings today, folks. Cactus. That's right. I've done so many of them. This is actually going to be my 110th cactus that I've done so far, and it is day 267 of 300 days of drawing. So I got multiple numbers kind of bouncing back and forth. It's going to be very hard to kind of keep track of it all. So today, without further ado, let's begin today's live art stream. Now, I hope you are having a wonderful day today. So today is my day that I do my cactus drawings. Actually, it was going to be Sunday, but I had this idea. Of doing a. I used to do a lot of Pokemon drawings, and I was like, you know what? It'd be kind of cool to do that. Again, reintroduce that, and I'd love to do some Pokemon drawing. So maybe another goal would be like to do like one Pokemon character each week. And then Sunday would be the best day for it because it's the day that I can do a longer drawing session. On days like these, I really don't have the time to I don't have more than, I have like, well, I could technically say I have an hour right now, but I don't want to take it that long. So I have about 30 to 40 minutes right now to do a cactus drawing. So without further ado, let's begin. And we're going to hit the little G button. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? Yes, you can. Good. And so what I do, it's fairly simple. I don't do anything like out of the ordinary. I've been kind of doing the same thing with every one of my cactus drawings. You know, I just go ahead and I hit a background and I do. It appears that I reverted my keys that I set up. I'm going to have to go back and change that. All right, so I don't really change much. I just kind of do the same thing over and over again. I just kind of like do like a totem post cactus, you know, like a cartoon cactus right here, and I just give them very simple arms. I do that for two reasons. So I'm not always changing up the method. I'm always keeping the method kind of similar to each other, and it makes it easier. It means that I can do this over and over again without having to like think about it. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but when you're trying to do when you're always doing these drawings that you don't know what you're doing, it's kind of nice to have a drawing that you know how it's going to turn out. You already know how it's going to turn out. I think the only different thing that I'm going to do today is I saw another artist friend did like a little tribute piece for me. He drew a cactus, and I thought it was so great. It was such a great piece. I need to comment on it, actually. I need to give him some props because I really do appreciate it. I'm going to do one, too. I'm going to try to do a face. So normally I don't do this. I don't normally do like faces on my characters. So I'm going to give like a little face here, and it's going to be something like this. I always mess them up. I'm not really good at cartoons. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be, we're going to put a face on the pot there, and that's what we're going to do. That's going to be my tribute, because the person that did the image did like a little funny little face on his, and I thought that'd be kind of fun to do. So why not? So I'm going to put a face here. It's probably going to change a little bit, but yeah, that's going to be what I'm going to be doing. Gosh, I don't know what's happening here. There you go. Alrighty, and as you can see, I don't want to focus too much on that. I might not even put that face on there. I'm already having like objections to it. And I thought that to myself when I was doing doing this. Let's see here. So now what I'm doing is I'm just adding like this obscure shape to my cactus. This is what I've been doing as of late to all my most recent cactuses has been like doing these odd shapes. And I did them previously, um, but now I'm taking them a little bit more seriously. I've been kind of playing around with this. I'm going to get it centered. There we go. What I want to do with this is I want to get this one centered. There you go. That's centered there. And the background, let's get the background done. All right. So very simple stuff. All I do is I use a hard edge brush, which is kind of like a pressure sensitive opaque brush, really. And then I lock the layer pixels, and then I just kind of like play around with colors. So I do something like this. So this is something new. I've been doing a lot of curvilinear lines on these pieces, and just kind of having fun with it. Just having fun, you know, really. Oops. How about something like that? And now let's do something like this where we and then keep it very simple. Let's get like a a purple, and then we're gonna do like a black that takes up. No, we're gonna do a black that kind of takes it does a little bit right here, and then does something right here. There. And that's my background. Leave it like that. I'm gonna lock it. I'm gonna lock this one. I'm gonna lock the background. Now what I'm doing now is removing that so I can focus on the cactus alone as a shape. Right? We're gonna focus on the cactus. Now, very simple. We're just gonna take the opaque and we're gonna what do we do? We gotta go to pot. We're gonna have a brown pot. Press B for brush and just kind of do this. Kind of do this actually. Yeah, man, just having fun times, having good fun, having good times right now. No, we're having fun. We're having fun here. We're just relaxing, just keeping it really relaxed. I'm actually a little bit nervous because there's always a teeny like a tiny bit there's always a tiny bit of like anxiety that comes from doing these lives, and there's always a tiny bit of it like oh, what if I mess up, you know? And also I'm trying to be very mindful of the time, and because of that there's this like worry that I'm not going to complete it in time. And the reason why is I don't have a lot of like free time to kind of do these. I just don't have a lot of like extra time and to kind of do these. Like I have to time it right throughout the day, because I have to dad it up for the rest of the day. And for those that know what it is to be a dad, when you dad it up, free time is very sparse. What was it? I saw this like I was listening to this like comedian Mike Birbiglia, Mike Birbiglebutt, Mike Birbiglia, whatever his name is, and he was talking about how I was like my brother. My brother used to be cool, and then he became a dad, and and then he talked about how like his brother would like, oh gosh, yeah, he's a funny guy. All righty, actually, we're just gonna do this like this. And if you excuse me for a second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna do something right here. I'll be right back. I need one of those signs. All right, I'm back. I hope my mic was off. Oh my gosh. That's what being a dad, man. That's telling you, I'm not joking. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm being a dad. Get that out of there. So I'm just gonna be really quick with these. When I do these by myself, I use an eraser, and then with the eraser, what I do is I use a hard edge eraser that kind of leaves a softer. It makes the cactus softer. It makes the cactus have softer edges around the contours of the cactus, so it has more of a softer feel. So I'm not going to worry about that for this one. I might clean this up a little bit. Like maybe what I do is what I kind of do for that is I'll use the hard edge brush for this. Notice how it kind of creates a little softer feel to it. Adds some softness to some of those lines. So I'll do that here and do some right here, just to kind of add a little bit of like variety to the lines and hardness of the edge. Not really clearly defining it and so forth. Something like that. And then, yeah, I think that's fine. We'll go to pop, press E, shrink the eraser, kind of do something like this. What I'll do is I'm going to use the hard edge brush, something like that. And something like this, let's kind of make the edges feel a little bit more random. And this is something I've been doing lately, so it feels it adds a little bit more interest, makes it more interesting to me. And now, there we go. We got the background. There we go. Uh, there we go. Now we got the background, and I think what we're doing is ready to go and work on the pot. Definitely work on the pot. And I just jump straight to it. Normally, yeah, I just jump straight to it with the texture brush that I have. Yeah, straight to texture brush, and then we just go from there. Really, just kind of go from there. Just add in some variety to the brushes here, to the marks. Not really making it really different in tone. I just want to have it slightly different. I don't know how bright I want it. So we're just kind of playing around with it, and kind of playing around the tones and scuffling and scumbling the areas some. Having a little bit of fun. That's what we're doing. Whoa! It's not even that. I'm gonna tell you, like literally, this the brush itself does the work. I'm not even doing anything. I'm like just kind of here, just kind of scuffing stuff up, and then the brush like does 80% of the job. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice having that. Kind of nice to have that there. All right, now I gotta. Press E. Press E. All right. One of the things I've been doing a lot lately has been I haven't been trying to focus on not like zooming in and just kind of leave it at a distance. So I've been really being mindful of that like action when I do these cactus drawings. So I haven't been zooming in near as much as I used to back in the day. So that's a new thing for me. When it used to be that I would not do something like that. It used to be I would zoom in a lot more, like a lot more. Uh let's see that outline. Let's zoom in here and then let's go ahead and do another outline here, and let's take this and kind of go really, really dark, and we're going to go ahead and kind of outline this. I don't do this type of stuff that often. All right, so I have an idea what it looks like. Okay. No, I don't like it. We're just going to leave that alone. And we're just going to leave that alone. Yeah, we're just going to leave that like that. I don't like it. I tried. We tried. When I'm gonna have to do a few of them outside before I do one that's do a face on a live stream before I decide that. I'm just gonna have to. I always like doing this color as like an outside edge type of thing, and sometimes I'll do pink. A little bit of pink here and there is not. It's kind of nice. A little bit pink. There you go. Yeah. And now time for the sand. Press E. Gonna go in, zoom in. I wanna erase this. Yeah. E. Erase this area a little bit. There we go. Something like that. Press E. Gotta do some erasers right. Erasing right here. Good. Now let's go ahead and go. Okay, zoom out. We're zooming out right here. Kind of do something like this. And we're gonna make this like a darker tone right here. And that might be we might be calling that a day with the sand. I keep the sanding really simple. I don't really go too in depth with the sand. I just kind of keep it like that. It just makes it easier for me. Now, time for the soft round, the cactus. I'm going to be doing a soft round. What I typically do is I use a soft round and I just kind of add a little bit of highlights here and then a little bit of dark tones. I keep the formula very, very simple. Like it's the cactuses themselves are eerily similar in composition. It just makes it easier, for me to do. It's just a good solid way to kind of keep recreating the same thing over and over again. It allows me to get these drawings done quickly. Um, so because I'm doing like a kind of like a formula, as you may, right? I'm kind of doing a cactus formula. I'm able to kind of recreate the same thing over and over again in a relatively quick amount of time. I'm almost done. Technically, I could. It's going to spend the next 5 minutes kind of adding texture here, and then playing around tones, and then I think the next 5 minutes after that, I'm going to spend doing the thorns, and then we're going to call it a day. So that is a nice thing. It's nice to kind of have this this strategy that you can recreate over and over again, you know? I know some people don't like that they think that can be kind of boring and mundane, but it's really nice to kind of be able to do the same thing over and over again. Because I already do like other things throughout the day. Like I've already practiced some figure drawing. I'm gonna be doing some. I was practicing some anime drawing. Like I'm not that good at that, but I was practicing it on the side because it interests me, and I'd like to get pretty decent at it because I'd like to do that on the side, and then maybe I'll switch from doing cactuses and do anime. And that's why I'm doing a lot of heavy figurative works during the week so that I can build up that skill set. Um, and that's why I'm doing those figure drawings. The figure drawings that I'm doing in the during the week are very helpful because it's building my like ability to draw faster. And as I said, I haven't done that type of work in a hot minute. And when you haven't done that stuff, it really does. It really can affect you. It can really um, it's noticeable. There is times where you're noticing that like, wow, I'm really rusty at all of this. And so that's why I'm doing it to improve. And it's also very humbling to do it live because I make a ton of mistakes when I do it. I just do it. I just make so many mistakes. I can't for the life of me do one 30-second drawing done. I just can't get it done. I don't know what is stopping me. Like I'll like start, like I can do a decent one in my sketchbook in like 30 seconds, but I think it's because it's on digital and I just I'm not accustomed to the medium like I am with other like stuff, and it's causing problems, I guess. So I'm going to add a little bit of yellow here. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow here, a little bit of yellow here, and then I'm going to add a little bit of blue here, a little bit of blue here, and a little bit of blue here. And then I'm going to use the color swabs that I'm testing to kind of blend them together. Yeah, buddy, that really works pretty good. And so it's been a long, it's just been a very long process. But I am practicing other things. I watch a lot of these YouTubers like Mega Mike. He's one of them. There's some other ones. He's a funny guy. Gosh, it really helps when you have an accent, I guess. Like, 'cause it just sounds so cool. Like, he's funny. He's a funny guy. I like him. I like when he talks about anime. He loves anime. He's a really good artist, man. Really, really good. He knows his digital artwork. He's just really good at that genre of art. Like I'm just, as I've talked about this in previous like live streams. I'm just kind of like just a person that kind of does a little bit of everything. Some people don't like that. It's not necessarily a good thing, I guess. You know. So I'm going to do one more thing. Is I'm going to add a little bit more darker tones right around here. you know, really get that tone, add a darker tone right here. And then we're going to add some, a little bit of highlight. No, a little bit of highlight right. No, a little bit of highlight right here and here. And a little bit of highlight here, and a little bit of highlight. Not that much, just a little bit of that. And then we're going to make this area a little bit darker. Yeah, a little bit darker right here. And that's the cactus. Maybe. Yep, that's the cactus. 26 minutes. Now all I'm going to do. So I'm not going to. That is it. The reason why I'm not going to work on it anymore is because I have 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes, and I just want to kind of keep this pace of doing a cactus every 30 minutes. And if I can do that in 30 minutes, that's great. That is a very big accomplishment for me. And so that's what I've been trying to do as of late. So we're going to be doing, let's go 12 pixel, some bigger thorns on this one. Kind of just sprinkle them on there. Do some really, really big thorns on this. My last one, I had a lot of thorns. And so I'm going to try to, apparently all right. What happened to my flow? There we go. What happened was I actually did like a color test, and it kind of threw me off. So now I have thorns that are slightly different color. In fact, that's going to bug me. So we're just going to go all the way back and start over because I messed up. I made a boo-boo. Just kind of adding thorns here, not really worrying about whether they're in the right spot or not. And I should slow down. Maybe, I don't know. Technically I have a minute. Technically I have a few minutes. That mean, because I didn't start drawing this until about 3 minutes into the live stream, or a minute and a half. I don't know. So this is my goal, is to try to get one of these a cactus done in roughly around 30 minutes each time I do one. And I've gotten pretty close. I've gotten better at it. It's at the sacrifice of doing a specific type of cactus. The previous ones were they didn't look like this. They didn't have this softer appeal. There was a little bit more that was happening in them, but I kind of like this style a little bit. I like this style right now. It might change as I keep doing more and more, just like everything, just like they remain like the same, having the same visual voice, but they're new, and I would like to say that they're slightly improved from the first one that I've done of these, right? So this is my 110th cactus drawing, and I plan on doing a lot. The goal is to do like something ridiculous, like 1,000, and then have them all as NFTs or something, like 1,000 that I've done by hand. And I've been trying to do one a day. So far, it's been like one every other day, and then outside of doing the one on my live stream. So yeah, that's That's been a challenge. But I think doing these it's like therapeutic because what it does, it kind of it kind of strokes my ego a little bit. It makes me feel good for myself because I end up doing one thing a day. I do a piece a day, and that's nice. It's nice to have that happen, right? It's nice to know that you're actually completing some sort of work every day, and that a lot of people don't do a piece a day. And so that's why I'm doing these so that I can have something being created every day, something that is propelling me somewhere to some direction every day. They don't have to be the best cactuses. They just got to be something that's moving the goalpost, moving me along, just propelling me forward. And that's why I do them. You know, um, of course, I'd like to spend. I'd love to have like more in-depth studies on other things. I do practice anatomy. I've been practicing figure. I haven't because I've been really rusty. I used to be pretty decent at it. I used to do it quite a bit. All my paintings were figures, or most of them were. Um, and I just kind of miss something. And what's nice about doing this stuff is it's nice being able to finish a piece a day, because I used to do like these paintings that I would get like one painting done a week, and I'd spend a lot of time on them, and it's just like you don't really feel like you're productive, but you're not really productive. You're kind of just like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like you're doing something, but you're not. Like you're getting stuff done. You're getting things done, but it's just like this slow, arduous process. So we're gonna put TMP21, and we're gonna put um, number 01110 for and day 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 267. Let's move this. I want to move it a little bit right here. There we go. And press B. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. 2, 6, 267. So that's that's how I'm going to number my cactuses now, because I plan on doing more. So the reason why I have that 0 there is so I know that I can get, if I get up to 1,000, that'd be great. I mean, that would be something to do 1,000 of these by hand. Woo! Woo! That is it. So basically 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I spent almost as much time signaturing it as everything else. But some people don't like putting signatures. People don't like that. People find that distracting. But I just do that. I don't. Some people like to have it kind of blend in, or some people don't like large ones. I probably could make it smaller. Who knows? Anyways, that is it. That is it. That's it. No more live streams for the day. That is day 267, and you're looking at my 110th cactus. It's okay. I like it. I probably would have spent a little bit more time on the colors a little bit. I don't think I have enough contrast when I look at it now. But that's the point, to not worry about whether or not this is a great piece. Your goal is to make a piece, a work of art for the day. And hopefully I'm able to continue this pace where I do one a day. And fingers crossed, maybe that will help me get. That means I'll be doing like 8 a week, maybe even more. It all depends on how I feel. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. Hope you enjoyed what I had to talk about. It kind of took me a little bit to kind of get into something. I don't really have lots to talk about. I'm a very boring person. Actually, I'm not. But when I'm working on art, I can be very boring because I just like, I want to kind of get, I got to focus. I got to focus. Can't go around diddling around. I can't just like play around when I'm drawing. You know, you have to focus on something. You know, you don't see people playing when they're playing basketball. They're like, oh, they're not joking around. They're serious. They may smack talk you a bit, all right? When those professional b-ball players are like smack talking, but you know, they're not like goofing off. You know, this is serious biz. All right. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, comment, like, and share, and hit the notifications bell because I do live streams every day. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Saturday. Cheers.